Mark, as a student, how would you deepen your prayer life?
I think I have to preface this by saying that I'm not an amazing prayer, and but there have been things that have helped me in my prayer life. One is kind of dealing with the guilt that we can have associated with prayer. I think if you're a person of faith, if you're a Christian, we know that we ought to pray, and a lot of people feel guilt that they don't pray as much as they should. And I guess that passion, that desire, we really want to have that, but we don't want to come at it from a place of guilt, because that guilt will just kill you. It'll make you less likely to pray. So somehow releasing yourself from the kind of guilty burden of prayer, and encouraging and I guess asking God by the Spirit to empower you to desire prayer, that's been an important part of it for me, in order to change not just what I do but what I want to do. I guess two things that have helped me, they kind of seem like opposites, but really what they are is complementary things. One is to build in some structure to my prayer, and what I mean by that is not just do everything kind of by rote or by the book, but to build in some ritualistic element, like beginning my day with a prayer that I haven't had to make up myself. So one of the things in my office here at Wintec, I have a book of prayers written by a scholar, and I usually start my working day by reading one of those prayers. And I find it a really helpful way, not just to remind myself of God and God's ways at the beginning of the day, but to actually receive it as a gift that someone else has given. We talk about grace and the fact that we don't come to God bringing anything of merit. For me, there's a lot of power in actually receiving prayer from someone else as a gift that then I give to God, because it means I don't have to summon it all by myself. I don't have to creatively make up the right words. And by sort of building it into the day with a bit of structure, that can really ease some of the pressure of having to think about it too hard. The other thing is kind of the opposite, and that's to recognise that prayer is not just in those structured moments. It's not just in the hard-out prayer time or the quiet time. It's actually a moment-by-moment deal that you can engage in all day, every day. God is never some huge distance away that you have to breach some gap. God has come to us in Christ and lives within us by the Spirit. And so actually our prayer life can just be part of our normal everyday life. And this is something that I certainly don't do naturally, and I don't just do brilliantly. But I really think it's given my life and my prayer life a lot of added meaning and kind of abundance to life. I think this might be part of what Jesus meant by the fact that he brought life in abundance, is moment by moment God is with me. The transcendent, all-powerful God who created everything is actually with me, and I can commune with him during the day. And so I think it's a combination of those two things, the building in structure, but also expanding my mind to recognise God's presence in all moments. I think those are the things that really help.